What is up, guys? PieMuffin here, and we are back with some more Trails in the Sky first chapter. So, last time we were handling some more requests. We met Annalise for the first time in so many years. Obviously, the last time Annalise was in these games was in Sky. You know, after Sky 3rd, she has yet to show up again, even in the modern games. So, obviously nice to finally see her again, and for the first time in 3D. But yeah, so we handled that. We still have a few more requests to take care of, so let's go. I don't think we need to do anything here as of yet. We will obviously be back here later. Let's go. So we've got two requests we need to handle. We got the ring robbery and then the Ansel Path monster. So let's see where... Okay, so the monster is on the way to the Valeria shore. And then... Where's the missing ring? I mean, I guess it might be related in both, but right now, there's no... Well, we'll have to find it somehow. So let's head down and take care of that monster, and then we can worry about the, Aww. Okay, let me see. Short. Okay, so the ring robbery, we have a long thing. And obviously, they wouldn't give us this request now if we weren't given an opportunity to do it. So, I guess we gotta do the main story for it now. Let's head back to the guild, though. Obviously, get our few points from, the request we just did. You know, it's, you know, everyone is saying the same thing. Anyone who's, you know, played the original games. It just feels so surreal every time you pick up this game that we're actually here. Okay. We're about to rank up again, which will be nice. Any new shop items here at the market? Oh, yep, we got something over here. Oh, there we go. Glad I came back to check before we move on. I mean, every time, at the end of a chapter, before we move on to the next section, I'll always try to remember to do this. Alright, dark blue hair. And then he's got the two-tone hair, which is just like his old hair with this dark hair. Purple. Cool. Alright, first things first, I guess. Niall and Dorothy. Oh, that photo turned out cute. Niall, what do you think of this? Seems good enough to me. Man, seriously, they cleaned the place out from top to bottom. Hi, are you already back on the hunt for a story? The grind never stops for you guys either, huh? Oh, it's you two. Hey, Estelle and Joshua. I'm so glad you were released. We heard the Royal Army nabbed you at the mine. You really had us worried for a second there. Oh, Miss Nile. Why are you acting like this has nothing to do with you? It was your info that sent us to that village in the first place. Hey, don't pin this on me. Did you and Dorothy go to the abandoned mine too? Yeah, we went yesterday. It's a shame it was after they took you guys away, though. If we'd been there for the big moment, it would have made a hell of a shot. Adios must have out it against it. Have it. Okay, so that's translated wrong. Have it out against us, I swear. Typical mass media. Anyway, you check things out here. Does it look like the Sky Pirates? I think so. The Royal Army's out looking for clues, but looks like there's nothing worth a damn. That's frustrating. My dear reporter, may I ask you something? Might you have an idea of how those Sky Pirates entered the city? Yeah, according to eyewitnesses, they left through the west exit. That's odd. When you enter from the west exit, you see both the mayor's residence and the market. One would think they'd surely have far more to gain from robbing those places. Now that you mention it. Wait, who even are you? I'm glad you asked. I am Olivier Lenheim, traveling bard and genius musician. Doubtless you've heard the rumors. Oh, you're the Dine and Dasher who drank that super expensive wine at the restaurant. It's such an honor to meet you. You flatter me, miss. I'm always available for an interview should you desire one. Uh-huh. Wow, really? The stupidity is gonna make my head explode. You know, in a funny sort of way, you could say they're alike. I'm not even gonna ask why you're dragging that clown around. We appreciate your mercy. Thanks to your intel, our articles have been talk of the town. If you hear anything more, don't hesitate to let us know. Uh-huh. I heard the brand new model on display was stolen. Maybe the Sky Pirates have a hobbyist photographer? Alright. I believe this is where we meet our good friend Richard, or around this time. We're in the middle of investigation. Please do not interfere. Alright, man. Relax.
Oi, お前たち。
どうしたの？
一言忠告しようと思ってな。いくら市長の代理とはいえ、お前たちはあくまで民間人だ。我々が調査している最中にうろうろしないでもらおうか。
なんですって。
Bro, it's a city street.
忠告というよりも警告ですね。
部をわきまえろと言っている。そんなに調べたいのだったら我々が引き上げた後にするんだな。あまりわがままが過ぎるとまた牢屋に招待させてもらうぞ。
気にしないのエステル。どうせ何もできやしないわ。
虎の意を狩る狐とはよくぞ言ったものだね。
何
をやっているのかね。
Ooh, here he is! His first time in 3D as well.
これは大佐殿。
栄えある王国軍の軍人が善良な一般市民を脅すとは。まったく恥を知りたまえ。
Look at him!
ですが、こいつらはただの民間人ではありません。ギルドの遊撃士どもです。
ほう、そうだったのか。だったらなおさらだろう。軍とギルドは協力関係にある。対立を煽ってどうするのだ。
しかし自分は将軍閣下の意を組みまして。
やれやれ、モルガン将軍にも困ったものだ。ここは私が引き受けよう。君は部下を連れて撤収したまえ。
しかし
早朝から始めているのだ。もう十分に調査しただろう。 将軍閣下には後で私の方から取りなしておく。それでも文句があるのかな。
了解しました。
Colonel Richard.
ハーケン門に戻るぞ。
I mean, there are three characters. There are really just three characters who unfortunately got left behind during the Sprite, you know, era of Sky and Crossbell that never really got to get 3D models. It was Annalise, who we've now seen, Richard, who we've now seen, and one more we will not see in this game or the next one, which is Reese. Reese has also been left behind since Trails to Azure.
遊撃士協会の諸君、軍の人間が失礼をしたね。謝罪をさせてもらうよ。
これはどうもご丁寧に。まあこちらも挑発的だったし、お互い様としておきましょう。
そう言ってくれると助かるよ。先ほども言ったように、軍とギルドは協力関係にある。互いに欠けている部分を補い合うべき存在だと思うのだ。今回の一連の事件に関しても、君たちの働きには期待している。
失望させないよう、せいぜい頑張らせてもらうわ。
なんかすごくまともそうな人ね。
誰なんだろう。
大佐、そろそろ手。
Oh, hey, I forget what her name is.
それでは諸君、これで失礼させてもらうよ。
One of the least friendly characters in this franchise.
そういえば、まだ名乗っていなかったな。王国軍大佐、リシャールという。何かあったら連絡してくれたまえ。
I think her name is like, I know her last name is, or no, she's Kanone, right? Kanone, it's like Amalthea or something? Analthea? I forget. Niall mentioned him. I think that's the name of the capable young officer in charge of the intelligence division. Oh, right. Yeah, he seemed pretty flexible for an army guy. He looks like he's in his 30s, and his looks aren't half bad. He'd probably make a better politician than a soldier. I'd agree. Hey guys! Who was that army guy in the black uniform? Thought I recognized him from somewhere. Oh, I thought you knew how he looked. He's Colonel Richard from the Intelligence Division. Well, what? Are you freaking serious? Well, yeah. That's how he introduced himself, so there's no doubt about it. Never thought I'd run to a big name like him here. No time to waste, Dorothy. We're going after him. Aye, aye, sir. Not sure what's going on, though. Oh, they sure don't rest, huh? Maybe they're planning to interview him? That colonel does seem like the type who could sell a few papers. Huh? What's wrong? I've never seen you look this serious. Oh no, it's about that colonel. I don't mind admitting he's quite the man. However what? He's still lacking if he wishes to consider himself my rival. That's not what he was thinking about, but it's fine. We'll let Olivier pretend. Let's hope he'll work on himself. I shouldn't have asked. I'm curious where that confidence even comes from. I mean, it's like half an act. Now then. Now that the soldiers are gone, we can get back to our investigation. Let's start by asking the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Got it. Before we do that, I want to see if it'll let me down here now. It probably won't, but... Yep. Alright, let's do this. I don't get why they let you pick up quests that you can't go to yet. Like, let them pop up later. Oh, I know you. You must be the bracers who came by earlier. Yes. I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you earlier, my dearies. So, are you here to ask about what happened last night? Yes, could you tell us what you know? Of course. Very friendly old lady. Last night I heard some noise outside my door. I thought my husband had come home late, so I opened the door and yelled. But instead of my darling, I found some masked men coming out of the workshop. Ooh! Why, I thought my old heart would stop right then and there. But it seems those men were just as startled as me and ran off northward. I see, so they were the Sky Pirates. Then that means you didn't suffer any damages, correct? Yes, that was the one silver lining of last night. May I ask you something? You mentioned your husband wasn't home at the hour. Was he at the tavern somewhere? Oh, I could forgive him if that's all he was doing. What that old drunk really loves is this. Oh, I get it. He loves fishing. That would check out. Yes, I'm almost convinced he'd marry a fish if he had the chance. He went to the lakeshore in the south to get some smelt yesterday. And he's still not back yet. Wait, so then he knows nothing about this? That's right. That old drunk, I'll give him a piece of my mind when he comes back. Hey, I'm back! Oh, good grief. I tried my luck all morning long, but not a single fish was biting. Oh, guests are you? You senile old coot! What's all this now? Why all the yelling? It's rude to our guests. You're the rude one. Taking your sweet time while things are falling apart around here. Huh, falling apart? We can explain. My, a Sky Pirate robbery? Now that's something. Even though we know better of who it was. You're telling me she gave them a yelling and they ran away? That's just brilliant. I feel for those Sky Pirates. What was that now? Please calm down, ma'am. So Sky Pirates snuck around in the dark then vanished off somewhere? Maybe this is what he was talking about. He? Who are you referring to? Oh, my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn on the lakeshore in the south. He said he saw some suspicious fellows near the inn. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, but they're referring to the group from next game. Base is like right off the lakeshore. And you imagine at this point of this game, it's already one of their bases as well. Interesting. Can you tell us more about that? Sure thing, but just keep in mind, this is all hearsay. What he told me is he happened to spot them one night while he was out fishing. A couple of fellows who were hanging around the entrance in the middle of the night. And the innkeeper said they weren't guests either. Well, that does sound rather suspicious. Were there any robberies at the inn? Nothing so scary as that, no. I recommend that place. It's quiet, calm, and has great food. And most importantly of all, it's a fantastic spot for fishing. We didn't get any leads about the robbery itself, but we did learn some interesting information. I quite agree. Particularly the matter of the inn's delicious food. Oh lord. Not what she means. I mean, I won't say no to a bite of fishing, but... Anyway, if nothing happened, maybe it's not worth checking out. I think it is. The Royal Army will thoroughly investigate places where problems occur. But they won't check where nothing happened. That's why the Sky Pirates are more likely to show up in those places. Oh, I see. I guess that's one way to think about it. Now that you mention it, in all these cases, even putting the spy aside, those Sky Pirates are incredibly cunning. It'll be hard to catch them just by following their trail in the past robberies. We need to anticipate their next move and get a step ahead of them. I see. The best defense is a strong offense, huh? Heh, then it's settled. Let us depart for the beautiful Valeria Lake, the Pearl of the Barrel. Oh, there's a blue marker up here. I'm gonna assume it's like Niall trying to find... Where is it? No, it's not Niall. It's this... Oh, he's gonna give me a book. I came to buy the latest novel in the series, but it hasn't come in yet. I rarely reread a book I've read before. You can have it. Did we always get these so fast? The old lady who runs the store asked if I'd like a job. Maybe because I always had something to say about the lineup. See, like, if I was a normal civilian, I mean, obviously, if I was in this world, I would want to be something of, like, a bracer or, you know, a Spriggan or something like that, but if I didn't have the skills for that, like, if I was born in this world, just no skills whatsoever, like, I'd love to work at one of these, like, you know, markets or whatever. I mean, the social anxiety would get to me, but, you know, especially in Libero, these places are so nice. Alright, now we can go down to the shore.
張り切っていこう。
バレリア湖畔はこの先だね。
ガイドブックによれば湖で採れた新鮮な川魚料理が名物らしい。合わせるならやはりワインかな。白も赤も楽しめそうだね。
やっぱりいける口みたいね。
いや、知らねえが獣の目に。
はあ、緊張感がそがれるわ。
Yeah, so the creature's gonna be right by the lake shore.
難敵よ、気を引き締めなさい。
Yep, here we go. See, and this is the thing, you pick up this quest, you can't progress to Valeria unless you, clear them. Alright, well, we'll definitely buff first.
みんな行くわよ。
さすが。
お返しよ。
I get that crit for myself.
僕の番だね。
Or not, it disappeared.
お見せしよう。美の真髄よ。そこだ。味わいたまれ。崩れた。
オリビエさん、
ああ。いただき。
いつでもいける。一網打尽だ。
支援するよ。
はあ、急げ。早く行くわよ。
Cool. Now we just gotta deal with you. Okay, just Earth.
痛くしてあげしびれるわよ。はあ、スタンよ。エステル。
Yeah, physical moves are not ideal against this thing. Yeah, we can spread out quite a bit. Oh no! Yeah. Saw that coming. And Estelle got turned to stone because of it. Yeah, physical doesn't do anything against this guy. go again.
相手だ。これは効くよ。行くよ。無駄だ。
Well, lovely.
よーしこれはどう？
ここは冷静にだ。
I can't revive him from here.
危険よ。やっスタンよ。
いただき。
出番よオリビエ。
He can get close enough, though. Okay, I can't pick him up, though.
それ。
助かった。
冴えてきた。行こうか。
Magnificent harmony!
狙いは外さない。シュート。共に行こう。
オーケー。おまけよ。
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
覚悟なさい。シルベルウィップ。ま、ざっとこんなものね。
素晴らしいよ、シェラ君。
よし、依頼達成だ。
Alright, but I
Jimmy,
still
nice, Tamoda.
need... Oh, my treasured ring. So yeah, so we're gonna find it when we find the robbers. So we gotta leave that for a while. Beautiful. Especially the right time of year, this would be a great place to stay.
ここがバレリア湖の北岸か。なかなか雰囲気がいい場所ね。
そうだね。宿も立派そうだし。
前に仕事で泊まったことあるわ。酒は美味しいし、部屋もいい。文句のつけられない宿だったわね。
遊びに来たんだったら言うことなしだったんだけど。
あれ、違うのかい？僕はそのつもりだったけど。昼はボートに揺られうたた寝し、夜は酒と料理に舌鼓を打つ。これぞバカンスというやつだね。ちょっとしたジョークさ。バカンスはいつでも楽しめるが、空賊退治は今しか楽しめない。
Enjoyed, he says.
このオリビエ、優先順位はちゃんとわきまえているつもりだよ。
楽しむ楽しまないの問題じゃないと思うんだけど。
まあいいわ。本気でやってくれさえすれば。早速、ご老人が言ってた釣り好きの滞在客を探すわよ。
一昨日の夜、怪しい人たちを目撃したっていうお客さんですね。
Find the guest who loves fishing, and I believe this is going to be our good friend Lloyd.
近くで見るとすっごい透き通ってるわね。
日没前は夕日が映り込んで、実に素晴らしい光景だそうだよ。
張り込みとはいえ、それくらいは楽しみにしても良さそうですね。
Let's rest real quick.
気分爽快ね。いってらっしゃいませ。
どうも。いい天気だね。
目移りしちゃうわ。
Damn, look at all these meals. Yup, see, you can just buy the fish.
どれにするか迷ってしまうね。
これにするわ。
これにします。
ゲットよ。よし、君ゲットよ。
ゆっくりしていってくれ。
welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you here to stay the night? Well, kinda, but not just that, though. Actually, we're looking for someone. Is there a guest here who often goes fishing? Well, most of our guests fish, so that doesn't really narrow it down. We're specifically looking for a friend of an old man who stayed here last night. That ring a bell? Oh, you mean Kuano? Then you must be looking for Lloyd. Hey! Who is he? He's a guest from the capital. Word is he's a professional angler. I wonder how many people who maybe like only played from like 0 onward before now and didn't really pay attention to the fact that Lloyd was in 0 as well, like Fisherman Lloyd, who are gonna see this and be like, oh my god, Lloyd Banning's in Trails in the Sky? What's going on? Yeah, but then you're gonna read this and realize it's not him. He's a member of this group in the capital called the Fishing Guild. Whoa, he sounds like a big deal. So, any idea where we can find him? Well, he's out casting his line, of course. He's usually around the wharf at the rear. If you shout his name really loud, he might notice you. Even just being here is so great. You obviously can't see it from here, though. Like, around this corner is where that building is. You know, you take the water out around there. That's where that building in second chapter will be, that we go to. Oh. Not the model I was expecting for him. Mister, are you Lloyd? The guest who came from the capital? His concentration is remarkable. He doesn't see anything besides fish. I guess there's no choice. Allow me to handle this. What the... Ah! What are you people? Since when were you there? That was terrible. I got goosebumps just watching. Good day to you, fine gentlemen. We've been trying to speak to you, but your focus was entirely impenetrable. You must be Lloyd? Yes, that's right. Not what I expected him to look like in 3D. But how did you know my name? You were speaking to an elderly... We were speaking to an elderly gentleman who mentioned you. May we have a bit of your time? I see, so you heard from Kuano. Yeah, I saw a suspicious bunch 2 nights ago. I feel like for this NPC, they could have given him a more unique, like, something of his own. Since he is, like, someone we're gonna see in these 3 games, and then 0 as well. I knew it. Can you give us all the deets on those guys? Before that, you said you were bracers, right? Was there some kind of crime? We can't say for certain. We believe there's a possibility. Alright, in that case, I'll cooperate. 2 nights ago, I was heading on a boat for some night fishing. After a long battle with the Lord of the Lake, I returned to the inn exhausted. It was late and everyone at the inn had already gone to sleep. Hold on, what's this Lord of the Lake? I'm glad you asked! The Lord of the Lake is an enormous trout that resides in the depths of Valeria Lake. Yeah, I'm aware. We fishing enthusiasts have spoken its name with fear and awe for over 10 years now. Oh, shoot. You just had to go and ask. It's that amazing? Yes, for the past 5 years I have followed its trail. But it changes where it feeds throughout Valeria Lake all the time. I heard it appear in this area, so I rushed down from the capital. Your passion shines so clearly to me. I would do just the same to chase an object of my aspirations. The Grand Shireen, for example. That's not the same at all, you just grabbed it and ran. Alright, back to the topic. So, Mr. Lloyd, what happened after you returned from the night fishing? Sure. After returning the boat, I was ready to head in for the night. And that's when I spotted 2 figures near the inn, heading for the highway. The highway? In the middle of the night? Yes, of that I'm sure. They went out the New Ansel path. At first, I thought they were vacationers heading back to the city. But it was too late at night for that. That's why I asked the inn workers. They said there were no guests of the sort. I shudder to think I spied some sort of ghost. Ghosts? Are there really ghosts here? The pair I saw were a young man and woman. Perhaps they were planning a double suicide. Ah, no way! Good grief, don't tell me you're still afraid of ghost stories. Yet she can't get enough of them, and just can't stop herself from asking. Estelle is indeed rather adorable when trembling in fright of such things. Like a kitty cat shaking in the cold. Hiss, I'll bite. I was only kidding when I said they were ghosts. But it's likely the couple had a reason for being there. The girl was wearing an unusual outfit. What do you mean unusual? I only saw her from behind, but so I can't be certain. But it looked like a uniform. A uniform, could it be? Genus Royal Academy? Oh, I'm surprised you know. My niece is a student there, so I'm somewhat familiar with it. I see, yeah. That sounds suspicious, alright. It's more than suspicious. It's gotta be that rude poser of a girl. I'll get her this time. Oh, were you already familiar? I do hope those two won't do anything rash or regrettable. I believe they said they would come again tonight. Is that true? Yes, the young man said they'd be back in 2 days. They were concerningly serious, too. I see. You have my thanks for the information. Please leave the rest to us. We'll handle this situation. Phew, I see. I'm glad to hear that. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Now that that's off my chest, I'm in the mood for some boat fishing all of a sudden. I can't sit still any longer. Excuse me, folks, but I'll be taking my leave here. I had some passion for fishing. I'm not even close. You mentioned the Fishing Guild. I wonder what kind of group they are. So what role does that couple play in this incident? I'm afraid I'm rather in the dark about this whole matter. Well, in summary... I see. Then we really did hit the jackpot. Teams tonight will be the night. Yes. We should book a room just in case. We've got to wait until night after all. Alright guys, let's hit the reception. Yep. Just want to make sure there's not any more side quests. This is what's nice about having this big map here. We can always see when there's going to be more quests in the area. So did he grab a boat already, or... No, he's not outside anywhere. Oh, will you be staying the night? Yep, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. We should make sure we clear up any loose ends before we book a room. There'd be too much trouble to return to Bose after we're settled in. Ah, good point. Understood. I'll reserve one for you, so please come back when you're ready. All I really want to do is,
出発するわよ。
聞かせてもらうぞ。ランク報酬じゃよく。
Ooh, heal, yay!
どうもご苦労さん。
Thank you, Lugren. Alright, I think we're going to end things off here. So next time we are going to rest up at the inn and wait for nighttime to see if we can catch these thieves in the act and put a stop to all of this. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.